Tony Robbins is famously quoted as saying, "Success in anything is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics." When nothing's happening in the crypto market, that's your opportunity. Take that as an invitation to take a break from crypto, confident in the fact that you're not going to miss anything. Invest the time in developing your mindset, so that is ultimately what separates people that win from people that lose. Question: do world-class sports teams only practice when they're winning? Of course not. They practice consistently. And that's the philosophy I believe we need to adopt to succeed at anything. Remember that the big money is made when you buy, not when you sell. Because buying high and selling higher is not very profitable. But buying low, that's the thing that makes the most difference. Recently I uploaded 3 videos from my Las Vegas meetup when I rented a Lamborghini and took some of my subscribers for a ride. My mindset was that the market was down, people were getting despondent, so what they really needed right now was some inspiration. And what was more inspiring than changing the world with cryptocurrencies and at the same time being so well rewarded that you could buy a Lamborghini or whatever you wanted of equivalent value? My mindset was that during the winter, focus on what it's going to be like in the summer when it returns, when it inevitably will, every single year. But what was the response to those videos? Some positive and quite a lot of negative. The negatives were along the lines of, people don't want to see this content in a down market. My response to that is that it says more about them than it does about me. It betrays their negative mindset. Do you think somehow my crypto portfolio has been immune to this bear market? Of course not. But focusing on that would just make me feel bad and probably result in me coming to the conclusion that I needed to sell. Instead, I decided to focus on what I wanted rather than what I didn't want. I want to bet money on projects that are going to have a profoundly positive impact on the world, because it's those projects that will grow and provide the financial returns. So this whole notion of changing the world versus becoming wealthy cannot be separated. It's not one or the other. Yes, coins boom in price because of pure speculation, but in the long run, the solid projects that have the most profoundly positive impact on the world are the ones that will grow and maintain their coin price. By supporting those good causes, you make money by default, so the two are inseparable. Now this message is mainly aimed at the crypto investing community. However, I have to say something about my fellow crypto content creators. I was mortified to see certain content creators stop creating content during this down market. I honestly could not believe it. I'm not going to name names because there are many possible explanations for any individual's absence, but for the others it's obvious why they have stopped. I believe in the UK football scene they call it being a glory supporter, which is where you don't really stand for anything. You don't really have any loyalty. You either support whichever team is on top, or you only care about your team when they're winning. Again, I'm hot on my numbers, so I know that there's a huge drop in the rate at which crypto content is being consumed right now. It's almost followed the price exactly. But for content creators to quit because of that, what does that say about them? And what does that communicate to their followers? I was creating content a year before I made any money from it, and now the money has dropped off again. What have I done? I've redoubled my efforts. I've doubled the amount of time I spend on each video, adding effects, cutting it down to the shortest possible time, all the while continuing to look after the students of my online school. And we are the people that our followers look up to. They look to us for information, yes, but I believe they also come to us for support, for lifting their spirits, for making them laugh whenever we can, and a whole bunch of other reasons. But to abandon them during the darkest hour we've seen in a long time, very disappointing. And what about the newcomers? What about the people who discover crypto during this downtime? The people who are looking for the leaders? The people looking to teach them how significantly crypto is going to impact the world? To teach them now why the prices are going to take off before the prices take off? Not to just narrate the next bull run when the market turns around. Now is when it matters the most. That's what I believe. I believe we all need to hold ourselves to a higher standard. And that, as many of you have noticed, is why I'm so hard on myself. So I invite everyone that hears this message to recommit yourself to the goal you set when you first got into crypto. And if you don't have a goal, now is the perfect time to make one, when you have the time and the headspace to do so. I urge you to make sure you have your goals clear in your mind before the markets take off again. Because once that euphoria sets in, you'll be like the bird fixated by the hypnotizing gaze of the cobra. You just won't be able to take your eyes off it. My name is Chris Coney, and this has been my motivational message to the crypto community.